So starting off today, before we can do anything, my wooden breaker, we're actually gonna, you know what I'm gonna do for all of you guys? I am going to change the GUI scale. There. So that we can see things better. I mean, so that you can see things better. I now see things worse. Okay? I see things worse. I can't read the text on the screen. No, it's not a finally. We're doing it just when we're making the tool. No, stop being happy about this, Dylan. It's gonna change back. Okay, everyone in chat is just going mad. We will just change. No, okay, we'll leave it. It's too small. But anyway, my point is that this is 120 durability left. It has no capacity. It has no repair slots. We gotta get a new one of these. And now that we're level 50 plus, we should be able to make the next tier. Right? It's been so long. Yeah, we can make this Volterite, the red tools. And let's see, we need Volterite, ingots, driftwood, and bronze. And what do we want to do, actually? My current one has everything. It's a Reaper. I think I'll build it without the Reaper part. Do I have the Pax jewel? Or did I dream that I got it? But I just realized it doesn't matter because I'm not going to use it for this. We have 100... I can't see the number, but I'm going to guess. We have 159 jewel pouches to open. I think I don't want reaping on it because reaping destroys leaves. And there are a lot of leaves in vaults. And whenever you hit a leaf, you would take durability off of it. So I think I'm going to base it off like a pickaxe, which means that I need... Wait, let me get this thing. Boop. Let me get this and put it here. Same place. I'm going to need to make a picking jewel. Or I'm going to need to make an axing and a shoveling jewel. If I want it to be a paxel. Which I kind of do. A lot of people do wood breakers just like sickles so they don't break anything accidentally. But I like to have it as one thing. Why not make it a hammer skull? I'm not the biggest fan of hammers for breaking wood chests. I know a lot of people are. I think it feels weird. You know, I genuinely don't have a better response than that. But anyway, we're gonna need these 3 crafted ones because we wanted to break wooden chest, we wanted to axing and shoveling. Can't use vein miner with hammers. There you go. That's actually an issue. So with the basics on, we have picking, axing, shoveling, and wooden affinity. We have 185 capacity to work with. Now this tool is going to replace this tool and is going to be used primarily to break wooden chests. So wooden chests are not like other chests. They are not sliced. So the very first thing we want to do is chuck as much mining speed on there as we possibly can. I don't actually know the roll range. 3 to 7 for a level 55 jewel. So this one is great, this legendary one. Another thing that we also want is trap disarm. Trap disarm is great. I think trap disarm early game, like before level 80, or no, before you have 100 trap disarm, I think it's better statistically to have trap disarm than something like item rarity or item quantity. I might chuck the item quantity on there as well though, or we'll see. Item quantity is maybe not so important for wooden chests. The reason you would want it is like vault plating. And, you know, that's quite important. So, just to inform people, jewels can be opened like this and you select your jewel. But what some people may not know, if you don't like either of these, you can get a random one by clicking that button there. What some people may not know is that you can also auto-open jewel pouches. If you don't like opening them manually, you can shift-click. And then you get a jewel and the game will pick it for you. And the game is actually intelligent enough to pick the best jewel out of the ones offered. How it does it is quite complex. But when I say best, it doesn't mean the best for you. It doesn't mean like it's a jewel that you need, but the best jewel according to the stats. Anyway, we're looking for mining speed. So I think it's worth to open jewel pouches. I really do. I think that it's worth go through these. And also trap disarm, I think is 8. 8 is max. I'll pick a 7. Yeah, I'll pick a 7. We want to try and hit like a high trap disarm. Maybe even max trap disarm. 6 mining speed, 3 to 7. Yeah, 6 is probably good. Ideally, we want to get combo jewels, like jewels that are bigger than one thing. Yeah, we want to get combo jewels like this, trap disarm and item quantity, or durability. Durability and something else is also good. I got an idea. I'm going to put the jewels that I don't want in this backpack temporarily. I can't see anything. Everything is so small. Can I just go back to my setting? I'm sorry to disappoint, but like my eyeballs are burning. I'm going to put the jewels in there. That's just going to make it easier for me to organize. And maybe what we could do is get a little gilded chest out for the jewels that we are probably going to use. That way my inventory is a bit easier to manage. Oh, this is so much better. Can see what I'm doing now. 6.2. That's a keeper. That's vanilla immortality. Don't want that. We actually do want some vanilla immortality, but we'd have to have a good roll. That's a max roll. We keep that in the computer. That's a max roll for our level. Perfect. That's good enough. At least for now. I think you can't be too picky when you do this. Put that in there. And some people may think like, oh, this is a grindy part. We have to sit here and open jewels. Personally, though, I think this is gameplay. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I sometimes get stressed because I see some chatters every now and again go like, oh, run a vault, please. And I think I get stressed too much. But like, this is such a big part of the game. And it is fun. Like, I think it is fun to build your own tools. I think it's, in fact, I think it's one of the most rewarding things to do in the game. Oh, Soulbound. Soulbound is rare as well. Ideally, though, we can put that in here. We want Soulbound on it, but ideally we'd get a combination Soulbound one. Ooh, Hammer Jewel. We want to keep those as well. Not for this tool, but good for other things. Gotta be careful to not be too greedy either. That's almost a max roll. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Ooh, talk about combination jewels. Mining speed, item rarity, and durability. I think that's actually, even though it's a low roll on the mining speed and durability, I think that's a keeper. One thing, though, that I do agree with, I did have a suggestion. Someone suggested something. I think it might be a bit scary because you might misclick. And that's the only reason I wouldn't want to do it. But someone suggested to make it so that when you open a jewel pouch, make the third option be to scrap the jewel instead. So you don't have this step where you have to like afterwards scrap jewels. Now, granted, I mean, if you've been following the development of Vault Hunters, you know that I think it's important to allow the player to play Minecraft and build solutions for problems. Ooh, there's a combined Soulbound one. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a big, important, and fun step. So, like, I could do this, and I could have this linked into the dumpster. Gamba is fun. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. I mean, like, a fourth option, right? I mean, like, a fourth option. But I get it. I get why that suggestion would arrive. It would make things a little bit easier. Ooh, look at this one. Only problem is that we are not really wanting to add copiously vanilla immortality or item rarity, but I mean, that's a lot of mining speed as well. To be fair, if we can hit 100% vanilla immortality on this tool, which is going to be really difficult, we have to get really lucky, then I'd probably be happy with that, because this is like going to be my main paxel, so then I can use it in the overworld without it taking damage, which is pretty pag. But we'd have to get it from like combo jewels, so it's not going to be very likely. That's a nice mining speed one. Ooh, do I take a 3.2, Dylan, or do I take the mining speed? I think I have to take the legendary one. I think in general, building solutions to problems is one of my favorite things about Minecraft. Think about it, guys. How many of you, hand on your heart, I have a soulbound, so I'm not going to take that, even though they're rare. How many of you, if you think about what you do in your Minecraft world, most of it is building solutions to problems, right? Like you build a farm, you build a storage system, you build like a tower because you want to be up above the floor. Vault Rust is the highest you can get with Vault tools. No. You can go, there are 3 more tiers. There are Black Opal tools at level 65. It's a great question though. Yeah, there's level 65 is Black Opal, then it's Echo at level 80, and then it's Prismatic at level 90. Yeah, so the tools can get a lot bigger. And every tier increases repair slots and capacity. So like it's always a great thing to upgrade. But Vaultite is the highest that I can do, if that was the question. Mining speed and copiously. Okay, so what was this one? Soulbound, item rate, and durability. Okay, you know what? You know what we're doing? We're taking this one because this one fits our tool better. And this one can be saved for like our hammer or whatever. Why do we want Soulbound on it, you may ask? We want Soulbound on it because if you have Soulbound on a tool, it never breaks. No. No, that's not true. No, if you have Soulbound on a tool, you don't lose it if you die inside the vault. And while you can buy things back, Soulbound makes your death a lot cheaper because it keeps items. It's a perfect vanilla immortality. We'll save that one. If you're doing what I'm doing in your world and you're ever like sitting here opening jewel pouches to get jewels, if you ever get a hammer one, you should save it because they're so rare and because you will want them. We are getting places though. We need a lot of mining speed. Is there any expert in chat? I know there are experts in chat that know the tiers of mining speed. There are like these tiers where it doesn't matter. Like you got to get above 90 or you got to get above a certain number. Our previous one has 74. I think there's like, am I remembering correctly that there's a threshold on 90 mining speed? It's 92.5. That sounds correct. 92.5 from Angry Dad sounds like the number I'm remembering. Okay, so let's try and hit 92.5 at the very least. Is that pretty good? Yeah, I think so. Specifically if we want that vanilla immortality extra bonus. Then we need stuff like that. Oh my goodness! What is this jewel? Unfortunately, it's trap disarm, which I'll never need on a hammer, but it's still Dura and mining speed. Yeah, that's a really good jewel. You know what I should have done? Instead of this gilded chest, I should have just moved the table in. Yeah, I should have just moved this. Okay, so we know that we want 92.5 mining speed. An arbitrary number to some, maybe. But it's not arbitrary. It's a number that is mathematically correct for hitting a certain speed of mining chests. And with all of these on, we're only at 45 and we have no trap disarm. That kind of scares me a little bit. So let's start chunking on some trap disarm as well. What did our previous one have? 59% trap disarm? Man, maybe we are not actually doing that good on jewels. That brings us to 45. 75 capacity remaining. Bruh. We definitely need the soul bun on there. So let's chuck that on. We definitely want the soul bun, I should say. Man, we're not going to hit 92.5. What is this? Only 35. So only 3 more jewels can go on here. We haven't even hit the 74 yet. And we got worse trap disarm chance. And no extra durability. How much is a magnet though? Yeah, true. We could combine it with this. 10%. I also have some here. I've got 19. 10 there. But like that's saying that I need the other gear. This is when we get to get an upgrade to jewels again. No, but I am a bit confused. Why is it so bad? You know what? I'm going to mass identify. You should never do this when you're looking for jewels. But I'm going to do it. 6.6 and reach. Okay. So like, do I have to look for 7 pluses here? The thing with tools, and this was a hard thing to realize when designing jewels, they can always get better. You guys know what I mean? Like you can, it feels like it's such a min-maxy mechanic. Do you guys agree with this? It's such a min-maxy mechanic that like you can always get a little bit better. And sometimes we had this problem a lot in the past. Sometimes you get stuck in this idea of like you have to have the best or it's not feeling satisfying. And I think it's actually a mental realization to say, no, I'm happy with this. This is what I'm going to go with. Rather than to say that there's something wrong with the game. But okay, so 76.45, 2 more jewels can go on there. I'm going to do another mega identify here. Just because I've been saving these up for so long. Normally you don't have this many jewels. See, there's a combo jewel, but it's not good on mining speed. It's not good on trap disarm. But it has to be a contender. Item rarity in 6.2. Like, obviously it's better to take this jewel than to take any other, than to take this. It's just an upgrade. But I think I'd rather save that for my next, like, chest breaker. Because I don't feel like item rarity on a wooden breaker is that important. It's only, like, mod boxes that helps. Trap disarm, reach, item rarity, and copiously. 6.7, so here we can actually go and upgrade that one to that one, is what I mean with the min-maxing. But we're nowhere near the 92.5 threshold that we wanted to hit, which again, I cannot explain why it's a threshold, I just know that it is. Okay, we have a 6.8 here, 6.7, 6.6, okay, take the 6.4 then, 6.8. I mean, I'm confused at how terrible this tool is in comparison to our old tool. Like, our old tool is almost better than this. Our old, like, chromatic, I must have had some really good jewels for this one. Because, like, the mining speed is the same, but this one has less trap disarm. It has soulbound, I suppose. But, yeah, the reach is the same. This one has item quant as well. And, yeah, this one is just awful. It's just a terrible tool that I've made here. Okay, no, let's just commit to this. In order to hit the 92, we would need 2 really high rolled mining speed. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it. I'm going to take 1 trap disarm 8 out and I'm going to leave it like this. That way I can put 3 more jewels on this and reach that 92.5 mining speed when I find them. But I need to like get really good jewels to add to it. I would love a mining speed and durability jewel. You can actually search like this if you want to see your combined jewels. But like this is just too bad. Just too bad of a jewel. Oh, you had the size 0 bug, so you didn't fill them? That's right! There you go. That's why my tool is so damn overpowered and good. Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, so I had a bug when I built this tool that made it so that... okay, thank you, Dylan, for reminding me. Okay, well, there we go. We got a new paxel. Now we enchant it. It has to have haste 5. Or efficiency 5, I mean fortune and unbreaking. And it's slightly worse. Yeah, slightly worse than my previous one. But at least it has durability. And 4 repairs that it can go through. So that's good. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do hit the like button down below. And if you're brand new, consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next episode.